If you're wondering why the cast of Landman looks so familiar, here's where you've seen all these unforgettable dreamers and losers before. Ali Larter plays Angela Norris, ex-ish wife of Billy Bob Thornton's character Tommy, who just can't quit her. Speaking with Elle, Larter explained, "You're also watching the reverse engineering of a trophy wife, someone who's had all this and is coming back to where she belongs."
No woman who can do the splits is to be trusted.
If you feel like you've seen Larter play these kinds of characters before, you're not wrong. In the 2009 thriller Obsessed, when she made the mistake of trying to steal Beyoncé's man. Then there was the infamous scene in Varsity Blues, where Larter wore a whipped cream bikini.
Come here.
Or maybe you know her as Clea Rivers in the original Final Destination, or because she was the butt-kicking Claire in several Resident Evil movies. And on the small screen, Larter played Nikki, the superpowered stripper on Heroes.
Well, here's a life lesson worth filing away. When hammer hits hand, hammer wins. Your turn.
What Costner once was to Yellowstone, Billy Bob Thornton is to Landman. He plays Tommy Norris, the titular landman who tries to keep a hold on his company's Texas oil fields, even as the pressures of the modern world threaten to strip it all away. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Thornton talked about how he finds his character, saying, "I've spent periods in my life where I had the weight of the world on my shoulders, so I think that's probably a thing I relate to the most. Our work ethic is pretty close." Thornton probably looks familiar no matter what corner of the entertainment industry you're interested in. He was the lead in Bad Santa and appeared in Armageddon, not to mention that he was nominated for Best Actor and Best Screenplay Oscars for Sling Blade.
I like the way you talk.
I like the way you talk.
He even appeared on an episode of The Big Bang Theory. And if celebrity gossip is your thing, you know Thornton was once a tabloid fixture, especially during his tumultuous marriage to Angelina Jolie.
You got yourself a new crew yet?
Not yet, I'm looking for one.
Jacob Lofland plays Cooper Norris, Tommy and Angela's son on Landman. He wants to follow his father into the oil business, but keeps finding himself in over his head. He told UPI, "The thing that he doesn't know is the dangers and the work that comes along with it, and what he is going to have to sacrifice and do to make it to that point."
Head on a swivel and do what you're told. There's faster ways to die, but not by much.
Lofland got his big break in the 2012 film Mud, opposite Matthew McConaughey.
What you think?
I think you want us to run around sticking our necks out, getting everything you need, just so you can take our boat.
He followed that up with the role of Eris in 2 sequels to The Maze Runner and played Ricky in Joker Foley Ado. He was reunited with McConaughey in Free State of Jones and played yet another oil scion on the AMC series The Sun, opposite Pierce Brosnan. Michelle Randolph plays Tommy and Angela's daughter, Ainsley. Whereas Cooper wants to be part of the family business, Ainsley is a bit of a wild child. Randolph is older than her teenage character and admitted to backstage, "I was never that way, even when I was 17, so I just really focus on trying to humanize her and figure out, okay, what kind of person says or does these things, whether they're 17 or not."
I'm a hugger.
Let's not.
Oh,
God. Now I smell like the beach and gardenias.
Landman isn't Randolph's first Taylor Sheridan project. She appeared in Yellowstone prequel 1923. That was Randolph's breakout role, and she admitted that filming the 2 shows back-to-back hasn't been easy, recalling, "For a minute there, I felt like every time I tried to read a 1923 script, I had an accent, because I was just so used to reading Landman scripts and speaking in Ainsley's accent." The first season of Landman began with a fatal drilling accident, which made Paulina Chávez's character Ariana a widow. She eventually falls for Cooper, which complicates her feelings about the company that took her husband's life. During season 2, Ariana and Cooper merged their families. She explained to Elle, "One thing about Ariana is that her family is everything to her, and family is something that will get you through anything. There's just something about Latino culture that gets you through anything." Landman is one of Chávez's first leading roles, but she played a teenage genius on the Netflix show The Expanding Universe of Ashley Garcia. She also starred on the streamer's ill-fated fairy show, Fate the Winx Saga. And in 2025, Chávez led the cast of Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Road Trip.
Think they hired me because I'm pretty? I charge $900 an hour, you and you're real close to learning why.
Kayla Wallace's character Rebecca Falcone arrives in the Landman scene as a lawyer who seems to give grief to oil men who ignore safety concerns and get people killed. Still, Rebecca is no angel. She's easily swayed by the prospect of cold, hard cash.
Were we meeting today?
We are now. Can I come in?
Please.
You may have spotted her on episodes of shows like Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist and The Good Doctor. She's also a Hallmark regular, appearing across many episodes of When Calls the Heart, in addition to holiday films like Snowed In for Christmas and My Grown-Up Christmas List. Once upon a time, Demi Moore set Hollywood ablaze with the back-to-back release of G.I. Jane and Striptease. She'd already built a career in films like St. Elmo's Fire, Ghost, A Few Good Men, and Indecent Proposal. Then everything changed. She told Variety, "If anything in this industry has ever been stacked against me, it was having those two films come out at the same time and becoming the highest paid actress on top of that. That moment was so powerful for me because it wasn't just about me. It was about changing the playing field for all women. But because I was portraying a stripper, I betrayed women. And because I played a soldier, I betrayed men." She returned to the A-list in 2024 when she starred in Feud, Capote vs. The Swans, was Oscar-nominated for The Substance, and began playing Cami on Landman. She told S Magazine that she was particularly excited about Season 2, sharing, "In the first season, I didn't have as much of a chance to really dive in, to really find her. In truth, I had been really waiting to get back in there." Mark Collie plays Landman Sheriff Walt Joeberg, a friend of Tommy's. Collie explained to the Fort Worth Star-Telegram, "It's an interestingly beautiful dynamic, I think, between two guys who are in a really tough situation. Tommy's the big head of the new company and all that. When the stakes go up for Tommy, they go up for everybody, including Sheriff Joeberg." If Collie looks familiar, he may have been a TV fan in the 1990s. He appeared on episodes of Walker, Texas Ranger, and was in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, the movie, in addition to shows like Early Edition and The Strip. But Collie is perhaps best known for playing Frankie Gray on the 4th season of Nashville. Mustafa speaks as another character actor who's been killing it on Landman, as the enigmatically named boss. Speaks plays one of the most reliable members of Tommy's crew, willing to help him with work-related emergencies and other things, both above and below board. Speaks told the Fort Worth Star-Telegram how touched he's been by fans' response, saying, "If I'm walking down the streets or I get some responses on Instagram saying how much my character meant to them or how authentic it was to people they know, or how it's helped shape who they are or now, or who they want to become, how it shifted their lives in any way, I mean, that's the most rewarding feeling ever." If Speaks looks familiar, it might be because of his role as Messiah on the Netflix show 7 Seconds. He also recurred as Nate on Joe Pickett and Kenny on All American, and he's put in appearances on everything from Criminal Minds, Chicago Med, and SWAT to NCIS and the Black Lady sketch show. Though he's been acting since the mid-2000s, James Jordan is best known as a Taylor Sheridan regular, going all the way back to his appearance in the 2017 film Wind River. He's since played Agent Steve Hendon on Yellowstone, Cookie on 1883, Ed on Mayor of Kingstown, and Two Cups on Special Ops Lioness. He also appeared in the 2021 film Those Who Wish Me Dead, a firefighting drama Sheridan wrote and directed.
You want a heart pill or something?
Yeah, that's from the top drawer.
On Landman, Jordan plays Dale, an oil company employee who's one of Tommy's best friends. Jordan told Taste of Country that he likes working with Sheridan because every role challenges him, saying, "I think he enjoys seeing us swing for the fences, trying to hit those home runs with his material. And when you have someone that poetic and that brilliant, who thoughtfully designs his stories so well, that's what attracts you as an actor." Ever since Mad Men ended, John Hamm has been quite the funny man. He's had well-received supporting turns on shows like The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Children's Hospital, The Morning Show, and Barry. Hamm also starred in movies like Tag, Bad Times at the El Royale, Wild Mountain Time, and Top Gun Maverick. Still, speaking with W Magazine, Hamm noted that a lot of his biggest characters, including on the 2025 Apple TV Plus show Your Friends and Neighbors, are anti-heroes. And that's putting it lightly. Hamm explained, "My history of characters isn't exactly the Saints. It's more on the sinner side of the equation, but Superman can be kind of boring." On the first season of Landman, Hamm played Monty Miller, the doomed husband of Demi Moore's character Cami. He told The Hollywood Reporter that he was happy to sign on for only one season because It was the ability to work with Taylor and Billy Bob. Those are guys whose careers I've been really paying attention to. They're just working at the top of their game. I knew the show was going to be good. I didn't know it was really going to spark in the culture the way it has. And that part of it was even better. In the Landman Season 1 finale, Andy Garcia shows up as cartel boss Gallino. In Season 2, Gallino becomes a serious presence, messing things up for Tommy, his business, and his family. Garcia told The Hollywood Reporter that he couldn't say no to Sheridan, joking, "It's like having Shakespeare call you up and say, 'I'd like to write a play for you about a prince who has an issue with his father,' and then he sends you Hamlet." Garcia has perhaps the most prolific, wide-ranging filmography of the entire cast, and he knows a thing or two about working with great writer-directors. He might look familiar from Brian De Palma's The Untouchables, Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather Part 3, Steven Soderbergh's Ocean's 11 franchise, and plenty more. He played Fernando opposite Cher in Mamma Mia Here We Go Again, starred opposite Gerard Butler in Geostorm, and acted with Kirsten Wiig and Annie Mumolo in Barb and Star Go to Visit Del Mar. Sam Elliott joined the Landman cast in Season 2 as Tommy's father, telling Gold Derby, "It's a gift for me. It's a gift for the audience. It's a gift for all of us."
Wondering all I got left.
Elliott is no stranger to playing hardscrabble, cowboy types, going all the way back to Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. You may also recognize him from Roadhouse, Gettysburg, Tombstone, The Big Lebowski, and Up in the Air. In 2018, he played Bobby in A Star is Born, a role that netted him, unbelievably, his first and only Oscar nomination. When he first heard about the nod, he joked to Deadline, "I think the thing off the top of my head might be, it's about time."